Well, you see a nice, super awesome, cool rogue.
I am Chicken Man.
Varys Tearaway.
I am a half-elf.
You have a dwarven enforcer patrol surrounding you on all sides. 5 years in the dwarven dungeon, then you're on your way.
Yeah, 5 years is an awfully long time. Finger guns!
Just as you guys are about to be dragged off, she pushes through the crowd. A feminine dwarf. Uncle, I mean, Lord High King, the excavation is ready to go. I've discovered this entire new system under the halls. Never on any of our maps. I can't be taking you down into those halls.
Can I interrupt with, I will, we will. We can do
I
it.
volunteer as tribute.
Yeah, I
Finger guns.
volunteer.
Welcome back to a new session of Instant Roleplay Live. When we last left our adventurers, they had just plunged deep into the uncovered lair of a dwarven temple that had been sealed for centuries. Guided by a dwarven NPC, Brynna, niece of the king under the mountain, they are exploring this place unbeknownst to the king in hopes to find treasure or ancient history to bring back to him and clear their name. Or, if that fails, to find escape. Brynna has wandered off into a sanctum behind the temple altar and found the corpses of many dwarves tucked into recesses in the wall, bare skin exposed to air, almost mummified. Never would a dwarven burial be performed this way, and Brynna stares in horror as she calls you all in. This would never happen. No dwarf would ever bury their kin this way. No, something is wrong here, very wrong. She steps forward into the room, cautiously but marveling in horror, I would say, waiting for you to see what you do now.
Oh, well, we can go back.
Yeah.
So, excuse me, what do you mean, the dwarves wouldn't be buried this way? Could it not be just like Uncle Ford and everyone just didn't really like the guy inside of the family and then just kind of buried him half-assed?
It's
Or what?
disrespectful,
So many?
right?
Aye, terribly disrespectful to not let a dwarf return to the earth from which we're born. This is not okay.
I don't know. Maybe this is like a weekend at Bernie's situation or something. Or just necromancy.
What
one of those
exactly is a fucking weekend at Bernie's?
It's a ancient high elven tale. You've probably never heard of it. Very sophisticated humor. You wouldn't get it.
Oh, I gotcha, okay.
It's pretty underground. You've probably never heard of it.
Wow, very hipster of you.
Yeah. Well, elven hipsters are, just bitter.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So I'm is necromancy. Anyone? Does that feel like a thing that's happening here?
I'm gonna say
Possibly.
yeah.
She nods along even with that explanation, and she approaches the one dwarf who stands out among the other corpses here, his arms folded over a golden hammer. She, perhaps driven by dwarven greed or her own natural curiosity, whatever you may call it, reaches forward and touches the hammer.
Uh-oh.
Do it.
No, hang on. Touching things that are being, specifically like really fancy things that are being held onto by dead bodies is almost never a good idea.
The sound of cracking bones, stirring to life after centuries, fills the room.
Oh boy.
Damn it.
Dust falls from each of the corpses
Oh, come on. I called it. God
as
dang
they
it.
bust free.
Good lord.
You touched it. You touched the hammer. You shouldn't have touched the hammer.
She steps back nervously, but she draws her own weapon, ready to engage in whatever is about to happen as all of the creatures break free from their recesses, their graves in the wall.
Quick, use
and
finger
move on
guns!
you. We roll initiative
I
here.
start finger banging as furiously as I can.
It is initiative time.
Oh, God.
Oh,
dang it.
great.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh, boy.
Damn it.
Sant, your reflexes spring into action. Your self-preservation sense is kicking into overdrive when you are suddenly surrounded by undead. You may spin to look at the door behind you and notice that it slams shut.
Damn it.
What do you do?
Well, I try not to piss myself. And I look around, and I go to try and open the door. Wait, actually, I make a sprint to the other door on the other side of the area.
Okay. So your move can be doubled.
Yeah. Which is how far?
Well, you got speed on your sheet, and every square is 5 feet.
Oh, shoot. Here we go. We gotta do math.
It's very basic math. You can move 10 squares from where you were.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So not quite to the door. You're panting and hoofing it as fast as you can across the room. And the door is right there, just out of reach.
Okay, cool.
Kenny, the Chicken Man Bagok. You are surrounded by undead, natural enemies to everything you stand for, to be honest, because you are both a cleric, which is a preserver of life, and in your particular religion, you are a cleric of nature. These are abominations. These are things that should never be.
Does my healing word actually do extra damage to them?
Well, you'd have to look at the spell, so I don't know if that applies in this.
Healing words.
Healing word.
Healing words.
Creature of your choice that you can see gains hit points 1d4 plus your spellcasting modifier. No effect on undead, though, however. So, no, that does not hurt them in this game.
Alright. So, even the guy with the golden axe is activated?
Golden hammer, and yeah, he is activated as well.
Okay. I'm gonna try to whack this guy. Can I move here?
Yeah, you may. You're going to try to get the one who has the hammer or the one beside him?
Oh, the one beside him. The one I'm facing right now?
Okay, sure, yeah.
Okay, just a simple whack.
Just a simple whack.
I'm gonna whack him off. Let's see.
Oh, God, no.
What die do I
It's
roll?
safe to assume you're going to be using your shillelagh.
Yeah, shillelagh.
So remember, every encounter when you first kind of pull it out, you have to charge it in some way. It's a minor action, so you can do that. But in some way, like on your run-up maybe, or when you get to him as you're swinging, whatever you describe, think of how that activates, how it looks, how it manifests.
Okay, so I run up to him and I just scream, "Bagok, bitch!"
Quality banter.
Oh, I'm so immersed right now.
Yeah.
That's my
really
replacement
feeling that.
word for shillelagh.
So you activate that spell, your staff, or you use a staff in some way, sort of is ensorcelled by magic, and now you attack with a +4 bonus. So roll your d20.
19.
You definitely hit.
Oh wow.
Whoa! All right. So a full 10 damage. You've maxed out that hit, short of critting at least. Your magical staff comes down, green energy bursts out from the hit in like a explosion of little sparks, and when you pull back the zombie, for lack of a better term at least, the dwarven zombie's head is caved in with a massive dent in the shape of the end of your stick, but it doesn't stop moaning and reaching for you. It wants your flesh.
He wants the chicken.
Breast and thighs.
No.
I said we just give him the fucking chicken. Oh, God.
At this point, all of them, actually, once you've hit one and you've, sort of like I've said, you've caved in its head, probably has an eye hanging loose from the socket.
Yeah.
They begin to wail, not in any unison, not in any organization, but they're wailing out warnings. Leave this place. You are doomed. Give in. And various other cries of despair.
Well, if you want us to leave, why the shit did you close the door behind me? God damn ignorant fucks.
And with that, we move on in initiative.
Well, I was actually kind of
To
interested
Hobie.
to hear their reply to that question.
Oh no, they don't seem to be intelligent at least enough to respond. They are just
that's one
making
way.
repetitive wails.
So like
of
Walmart
warning.
greeter levels of intelligence. Then.
I'm sorry, what's Walmart?
It's more high elf stuff. You wouldn't understand.
Oh.
Okay.
It just has an apostrophe in between the wall and the mart instead of a hyphen,
Yeah.
and now it's fantasy.
Probably like 6 apostrophes in there too. So it'd be like Walmart or something.
Yes.
All squiggly. There you go.
Couple
So
extra A's.
I'm going to shout to my companions, "Fear not, I will aid you!" And then I'm totally just going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Remind us how that manifests around you.
Oh, well, super sensual touching.
That's right.
Yeah, you guys may not want to watch. It's about to get dank over here.
I will aid you.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh,
My-
our mage
my
is
party.
fucking
I'm
weird.
talking like gauzy, like, you know, lens effects and just lots of like close-ups, and it's weird. It's a little fringe for some people,
Does he
but
got
Oh my
lens
God,
flare, though?
amazing.
it is
All right.
effective.
Oh,
Hobie,
shit.
your armor goes up, and you are shielded. And Karen, it is your turn.
Okay, so I wasn't really listening when you said how speed affects how far you can go.
It's 1 square for every 5 feet.
Okay.
So you're probably at a 30.
Yes,
So
I am.
it's 6 squares normally, or you can double that if you run.
Okay. I'm gonna run past Hobie and tell him that he sucks. And then I'm gonna
You suck.
You just don't understand me.
I'm gonna hang out right here. I think I'd like to and I'm sure you probably can't answer this, but would trying to destroy the hammer have any effect, or is there a way for me to check if it's like magical or something? That this one guy.
You may have like a detect magic. However, I can't give you the answer. Would it
Okay.
solve your problem?
Okay.
But you might have a detect magic. Let's see what you've got.
Well, our dwarf friend did touch it, and then a bunch of dead guys came back to life.
yeah, so that's a fair assessment.
I feel like that's probably a pretty strong
Right.
indicator.
Yeah, and you do not seem to have a detect magic,
No, I
so
do
you can
not.
only infer from clues.
Okay. I think I want to try to do Eldritch Blast towards the hammer.
All right, it's a clever move.
So what do I need for that? D10? Is that right?
No, you would use a d20 still.
Oh, okay. Bolt?
Yeah, it's your Eldritch Blast. Attack bonus is a +5, so you roll it and add a 5.
I roll it and add a 5. Okay. Whoa.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. So even taking into account the fact that you're moving at a smaller target, that it's like kind of swinging around a little bit, nailed it. Yeah, no problem. That's a total of a 23. You blast the head of the hammer. Now you roll your damage.
Oh, same dice? Yes?
1d10 now,
Oh,
plus
D10.
3.
Okay. Bolt. That's... Ugh, there's too many dice here, and I'm not familiar enough with these yet. Which one of
Right.
these is it?
Let's see. Those are 8. This is your 10.
That's
Here,
my
I'll
10?
bring it over for
Okay,
you.
thanks. What?
Reroll that one.
Yeah, because that kind of... I'm going to move this out of the way. Shit.
All right. So I'm going to rule this because you're actually coming right up on that zombie's turn anyway.
Yeah.
So as you run to move into place, that zombie's already lifting the hammer over Brenna's head and is just about to come down with as much undead strength as it can bear. You fire your bolt, hurtles through the air, hits the head of the hammer, and you have that like as it flips through the air behind the zombie and embeds itself in the stone wall. Just this hard, heavy cracking noise. The hammer is stuck there. The zombies do not stop, but it no longer has that weapon when it moves to attack.
Okay.
Varys is just trying really hard to not look impressed.
So the zombie gets kind of rocked back, and it tries to tug at the hammer a little bit. In fact, actually, I'm gonna make it pull a strength check here and see if it. No, it ends up just kind of overly extending itself to try to pull that hammer, and it loses its turn. The other zombies, however, do get to act. So starting with the one that is right in front of the chicken, because he's right there reaching for, maybe he's a leg man. I don't know. He tries to grab at you, Kenny, and his attack looks like it will hit, barely, for 3 points of damage.
Okay.
So he grabs into you, and what you find is that his undead strength is the problem. His fingers are actually just kind of pulling skin away with unnatural strength. And then we're gonna go with this zombie moving up, and this zombie. Let's roll off on where that one goes. Okay, coming at Karen, and these are just kind of staggering at this point. They haven't moved in so long that as they shuffle and shift, their knees are popping, dust is falling off of them. If they're not right there on top of you, they actually have a hard time actually connecting, so they're kind of just lurching forward. But you've seen what happens when one does get a hold. It can cause some serious damage.
And as they're moving, I say, that is super fucking gross.
+1 feelings damage.
Roll off on this one. You hurt his feelings, so he's coming for you.
No, come on. You guys are still gross, please.
So you are surrounded by these things that are trying desperately to grab at you, but they're not fast enough. You guys can kind of duck and weave for the ones that have to approach you, and you just see them coming before anything else can happen. And that brings us back to the top with Sant surrounded by 3 zombies.
All right, I'm gonna go for the. You know what? Fuck this jazz. Where is the hammer? I'm gonna go get this. Well, the hammer is right. Is it right next to Brynna? Brynna?
The hammer would be in the wall behind this guy.
I am gonna go and open and get that hammer. Hold on. I was
all right, but it is behind this guy.
Oh, come on.
I'm trying to.
All right, you know what? Yep, I'm gonna keep moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I can move to this guy, and then I'm gonna go and attack him. Is that possible?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna attack the skeleton dude.
All right.
So I'll bring this one over here. Fuck.
Yeah. Unfortunately, even on a skeleton who's not looking at you as he tries to remove this hammer lodged in the wall, he he doesn't get hit by you. You maybe you stab into his robes and you just don't know where the leg is because it's just a bone leg and it's so skinny that you're not finding anything.
Yeah.
And Kenny, you're up.
Okay.
Kenny, it might be a good time to mention to you one of the sort of key elements of being a cleric. You have a power that you can use once per short rest, which is called Turn Undead.
Oh, you're right. I just remembered.
And what that does is it makes undead flee from you. You don't turn into an undead. They are afraid of your divine power because you have a connection directly to something higher that is more natural than these things. So you can make them flee for up to 10 rounds, unless you go and attack them and then they have a chance to fight back against you. But it can change the field of battle here.
Let's see how wide it is. I actually lost the. Oh, hold on a second. I can't see it now. Oh, there it is. Okay, 30 feet. 30 feet. About nearly every zombie.
Let's see. I think these ones nearest the door that Sant was originally going for. Oh, and I'm sorry, Sant, I'm going to let you just assume that you got away. I totally failed you. When you ran away from those 3 zombies, they should have attacked you.
Ha!
So we're going to say that you did a nice, wonderful maneuver where they bumped heads into each other, reaching for you, and you got away fine. But they actually would have, if you would break away from another fight like that, they get an attack of opportunity against you, basically.
Gotcha, okay.
So normally you wouldn't break away from fights like that, but you survived this time.
By doing sick-ass cartwheels and backflips.
Yeah. Kenny, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, maybe you could get them all, actually.
Okay, let's just do it either way. It's pretty good. Let's see.
You can blast this room.
Is this zombie still grabbing on me?
Yeah. It's not going to stop you.
Oh, okay. So I kind of just panic and it's like, oh wait a minute, I can turn a zombie back.
All right, there's one failure right off the bat. So the one right in front of you, the one on your leg, you kind of hold what you're supposed to do is brandish a holy symbol at them. So you've probably done that. What is your holy symbol for your deity?
My holy symbol. It's...
Yeah, a symbol of what represents your god. Or your religion, at least.
It's just a chicken, that's all. It looks sacred
a little
to
chicken?
us. Yeah, it's like a really big, fat, scrumptious chicken.
Scrumptious?
This is a fucked up religion.
Yeah, it's
do
like...
you embrace cannibalism?
No. It's kind of hard to draw, maybe that's why.
That way.
Meanwhile, he's eating the flesh of the chicken and drinking the blood of it. It's just getting a little too real.
Oh, man.
Oh, Jesus.
Savior.
I am not rolling for shit. So far, not a single one has passed. These are the ones closest to the door. Okay, there's one.
Goddamn it, chicken.
And that one failed. So these 2 who are on the extreme, we're going to say, these guys right here, have passed. Every other undead is now cowering away from the people it was attacking because this brilliant light fills the room from this small golden symbol of a chicken, and they are terrified.
You can hear a faint sound of like.
Imagine it echoing around the chamber.
So Hobie, just as they were close, I mean, imagine you guys surrounded by these things. Just as their hungry, dead eyes, their open maws were closing in on you, they all are shrinking back now. Hobie, it's your turn.
Does that include the skeleton guy?
It includes all. Yes,
okay,
all of them.
Okay.
I like my shoulders slump and I look at the chicken and I'm like, really?
I look back at him and say, I don't know, it kind of look.
You kind of
It's a
chicken
faint
wink
smell
at me.
of fried chicken, and I'm like, oh, I'm hungry.
So, is it safe to assume I'm exempt from attacks of opportunity now?
Yes, because they are going to flee on their next action.
Okay, cool. In that case, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and move over this way, and I'm gonna cast Grease on these spots right here, on these dudes that were just attacking me.
Nice.
And as that's happening, I'm gonna go, Grease to meet you, and look at everyone else. And the joke makes a lot more sense in High Elven. So
I actually understand Elven, my character.
See, thank you. He would have understand if I'd spoken it in High Elven. It's
I look at him.
It's because
racist.
it's chicken grease.
Chicken grease.
I look at him and I just point at him and I give him a open mouth smile with raising my eyebrows. Good job.
I instantly feel better about the situation.
All right. This orange rust-colored grease just kind of bubbles up out of the floor cracks and expands around their feet. And as they begin to move, they will start to slip. Karen, you still have an action first.
Ooh. Okay. I think that I'd like to take a quick jaunt and stand next to Brynna. So,
Okay.
boop. And then I'd like to see if I could cast Protection from Evil and Good on her. And I don't know how to do that.
Well, the good news is for something that's a beneficial spell like that, all you have to do is say that you're doing it.
Oh, shit.
Any description for what it looks like is cool, too.
Oh, sure.
But she'll just gain that benefit regardless.
Okay, so I'll reach out and touch her on the shoulder, and some tasty looking
I'm just imagining, everything goes chicken flavored now.
This room has been blessed.
There's a faint smell of chicken soup.
God, that's good protection from evil, yeah.
And there's a glowy that kind of looks like there's stars coming out of it, spreading all across her body. And bam,
Perfect.
she's protected.
Excellent. So she now gains basically defensive bonuses against any evil creatures, which these definitely count. So she is empowered a little bit there, which is fantastic and going to be much easier to keep alive, which is great, because if you ever have to go back to that king and she's dead, it'd be bad news.
That's a problem, yeah.
Yeah. So she actually will say thank you and then take her hammer and come directly at the unarmed zombie who tried to attack her, the one who is now cowering, and she hits. Wow, surprisingly enough. For 9 points of damage, she takes this thing and just cracks into its back, and it hits against the wall. Its palms kind of go flat to the stone, its face hits there, but then it, having been wounded, is now broken of the spell. That particular one is broken of the spell of Kenny's channeling, so it turns its head slowly back with this half-rotten face evil grin, knowing that it gets to attack back now.
God damn it. Why do you have to ruin everything?
Just a quick question.
I'm just
about
imagining
turning
him
undead. How long
screaming
does that
him
last?
out.
10 rounds. So this is
10
the first
rounds.
round they've actually been turned.
Dude, we could just beat feet out of here. We don't even need to hang around. I mean, there's a couple near the door that weren't affected, but
Right.
I think we
these
should.
guys
I think we should
do
take
a nice
down-
cartoonish legs kind of running in place until they slip and fall in your grease. All others are retreating at the moment, except for the two near the door. So these guys will close in, but not be able to attack. And meanwhile, they are all, even the ones who are running away, telling you, "We made mistakes. This place never should have been." And The sacrifice must be complete. None can leave. The sacrifice must be complete. This was a mistake. All are doomed. And the one who could not get his hammer free from the wall will attack Brynna and hits for 4 points of damage. Just grabbing, so he's palmed against the wall. He turns his head and smiles. Then he spins around and lunges, kind of just falling with all of his weight on her, and bites into her neck. And blood starts spurting out from an artery.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's what you get for ruining things.
Yeah, next time, don't touch the mysterious, magical artifacts being held by the undead, please.
You can see your protection from evil effect that he's bitten through, just kind of arcing energy off of his teeth, trying to repel him, but just having fallen on her the way he did, it wasn't enough to stop it.
Well, I'm good.
And
that was
let's see.
bad.
That's the only one who gets to attack right now, so we go back to the top with Sant.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try to put this thing to an end. I want to grab that freaking hammer.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab that hammer.
You reach up and grab the hilt of the hammer, which is still embedded into the wall.
Yeah. And I'm gonna use my super buff gnome arms to, rip this thing out.
You're gonna make a strength check. Yep.
And I'm gonna make a strength of 18!
Oh, shit.
Look at those freaking guns, baby!
What is your actual strength?
My actual strength is -1.
oh.
Okay, so a 17 is still not bad. All right, you manage to, you're giving it everything you got. Your tiny little arms are, suddenly growing veins that they've never had before. As you press your feet against the wall, and you probably yank this thing out, and it just dropped down onto your butt. But you have the hammer.
Yes! I am
Kenny.
basically Thor.
Yes.
Yeah. You were worthy.
A really small door. Okay. Is there a way that I can get the skeleton to stop biting Brenda and heal her?
Kill it?
Oh, okay. I mean, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Let's try guiding. Oh, sorry. Let's try guiding bolt.
Okay.
Okay, so I just rolled a d20 like usual.
Yes, for that one. Yep.
Oops. Oh god.
Make a ranged touch attack. If you hit, you do a shitload of damage with that. Actually, where was your roll?
Here, 3.
Okay. Oh fuck. Okay. So you're gonna just send out this white yellow stream of energy, and it burns into the wall right over the thing's shoulder.
Finger bang.
Hobie.
Yes, I am going to go ahead and move about as far through the room as I can, just using my normal movement, avoiding those guys that are not turnt. And I'm gonna cast a firebolt at those two that are in the grease. I need to know if that is flammable grease or not. It's important to future endeavors.
Right. This is you're never not researching. You're never not learning.
Exactly. Every day is a new lesson, right?
Yes.
Every experience.
Yes.
the next time I'm gonna
You don't
have a
have to
chance
even
to light
roll
zombies on
at this
fire.
point. You attack at such a large area that any spark is going to ignite it, and it does in fact immediately go up in flames.
I am elated. Oh, we are learning so many new important things here, guys. This adventure is already paying dividends.
The zombies in the flames are engulfed and rolling around in it, and they say, "The sacrifice, the sacrifice."
Yes,
it
aren't you
will not end
sacrificing
here.
much? Yes.
Sorry, can I go back a little bit? Is it okay that I still do a wisdom check or something on what they're trying to say?
4
religion check actually.
to try to identify what their religion is, or
Yeah, what they're trying to mean. What they're trying to say. I mean.
Yeah. I don't know that it's necessarily something you can make the roll always.
Oh, okay.
You can make the roll.
Is it a D20 or so?
Yes, and then you add your religion modifier.
It's 3 plus 3, so it's 17.
17's pretty solid. So let's talk about what's the obvious here. Like, obviously they think that some sacrifice needs to happen, and they're trying to kill you. so presumably you are the sacrifice. But it's hard to give you the information outside of what's about to happen. I will say, you'll piece something more together that I'll give you in just a moment that you probably would have done anyway. But
Oh, okay. Cool.
I will make it explicit for you in a moment. Karen, you have an action before I do that.
Okay. Okay, I think I'd like to try and cast Minor Illusion so that I can make a sound happen behind these guys to distract them.
Okay.
Yeah, just like yeah.
Just make a chicken noise.
It's probably a good idea. What do I need to do? You tell me.
What is the noise you're gonna make?
Probably just like a loud clap, just a sharp noise that would be
just something to
really
get their
loud
attention real
and
quick.
scary to them. Yeah.
I am wondering what you'll actually gain from it in this particular case.
Okay.
So, I'm debating. Go ahead and make an intelligence roll.
Okay. Oh, cool.
Clap, 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 clap.
Intelligence +3.
So even at a 6, I mean, it seems like a good idea to you. So you make this loud clap, and they all turn their heads to look at empty space, and seeing nothing, they turn back to the to the targets they had in mind in the first place.
Oh, cool.
And I yell out, "Oh, gee, thanks! I appreciate that."
Yeah, I'm also going to assume that was in response to the pun that I made earlier.
I think it's always a good idea to think outside the box like that, so I want to reward it. These creatures just aren't particularly motivated by something they can't see. They're not going to investigate as much as they're going to deal with what's immediate to them.
Okay.
So they look, they ignore it, they go back to hunger. So, starting with them, they attack Sant and will actually miss. So Sant, you're too nimble, holding that hammer somehow.
Yeah.
With a -1 strength.
Karen, one of them manages to get a grip onto you, however. Probably just like as you're casting your spell, you have to reach out to sort of throw the sound from your hand, and it manages to grab onto your wrist. As you're pulling back, it just leaves deep fingernail grooves in your arm for 1 point of damage. So, could be worse.
Yep.
I'm sorry, 2 points of damage. Sorry. 2 points of damage. So yeah, it leaves a nice bloody trail down your arm, doesn't do a whole lot. The one that is fighting Brynna continues to bite into her. I need to see one thing real quick.
Oh yeah, we should probably deal with that.
Yes.
Yeah, well, did we get the insurance on it? Like,
Did we get the
this thing
princess
is not
insurance?
coming back in the shape that, we got it.
I wish insurance doesn't work on dwarf. So.
Okay, so it does. Okay, so this time your protection from evil has done its job. The zombie has bitten into her the first time. It rears its head back, and when it comes down, the energy has sort of concentrated to cover that wound, and there's just like white cracking energy forcing that mouth to not reach flesh, and has saved her for this one.
Man, that is going to be a dental bill.
The remaining zombies, the ones who are still frightened by Kenny's magical energy, they cry out that the sacrifice must be completed. There is no other way. Death is the only answer. And they start beating their heads against the wall, leaving bloody, well, maybe not bloody because their blood has dried so long ago, but fleshy stains imprinted on the wall where their heads hit over and over again.
Ugh.
Right on.
Well,
So
the
that is
resale
all-
value for this place is just never going to be, that high now. So I'm not like too upset about that. But
So that's all 5 of the ones who are still in that effect. Sant, you are up.
Okay, I take
You
my
have the hammer.
new hammer. I raise it above my arms and my head. And I say, knock this shit off, yo. And I command them with the power of all Gnomon, ability.
Okay, do you have a role you want to combine with that, like a skill or anything?
Let me see here. Let me see what I got. Here we go. Minor image, mage hand, prestidigitation. I don't even know what that is.
It's
That's like
person.
little spells, like I would light a candle or something like that.
it makes delicious mead out of water.
Yeah, right.
No, I don't have anything, dude. I'm just gonna try commanding it.
Okay. With all of the bravado of Bruce Campbell holding his boomstick up, you hold this hammer and you call out, and they don't seem moved in the slightest.
You do,
God damn it!
however, hear a slow clap coming from my direction for that amazing knock it off. You were holding a hammer. It's sophisticated humor. I wouldn't hold it against you if nobody else understood it. But you've just earned some respect.
I fucking hate you guys. I hate all of you.
Yes, they are not commanded by the hammer in any particular way that you seem to be able to figure out anyhow.
God damn it, Grayskull.
All right. Who was next? Sorry, I keep flipping through my notes. I need to keep them on separate
It should be me.
things here. Kenny comes after Sand.
Okay, let's try to draw the monster of the princess. Let's see. Let's move 2 step back.
Okay.
And can I just how do you call it? Provoke the boss zombie to me?
Well, do you have any magical way to do that or anything like that? Because as you've seen with Karen's attempt,
Oh right.
they don't really just go after sound. I mean, they're going to deal with what's in front of them.
Okay. I used guiding bolt already, so that's out.
Okay.
Let's see. Actually, you know what? How about I just bless everybody?
Okay.
I love the way you said that. How about I just bless everybody?
It's whatever.
You get blessed, you get blessed, and you get blessed.
You get blessed.
It's not a big deal.
Okay.
I'm just gonna bless everybody.
So tell everyone what Bless does for them and how you do it.
I get to bless up to 3 creatures of my choice within range. So whenever
Okay.
you make an attack roll or saving roll, you before the spells end, you get to roll a d4 and add that number to your roll.
Oh wow.
That's awesome.
So I'm just gonna do that, and I'm still gonna make a d12, d20, is it?
No, not for this.
Oh, not for this. Okay.
No, you just do it. Yeah. How do they know that? Like, what are you doing in the context of the world though, that blesses them?
It's kind of feel like a little bit of my feather just fell off and then just surrounds them, give them like a little bit glowy feel.
Nice.
So does
What
the
does it
princess?
smell like though?
It smells like chicken. That's all.
Okay, all right, there it is. There we
Kind of
go.
musty.
That's what I was
Kind of
waiting
a
for.
musty.
11 herbs and spices.
Yes.
Goddamn KFCs. Does the princess actually do dice roll?
She does. Yep.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so she get blessed, and the gnome get blessed, and the Karen's character get blessed. I forgot your
Warlock.
name. Is this Karen's character?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
one with
Ilan.
the bow.
Yep.
Yeah, basically
Ilan Super
this-
Lady.
Yeah, Ilan. Yes. Okay. Yeah, this 3 character get blessed right here.
Okay.
Everyone's getting blessed except for.
I mean,
well,
he doesn't
no, you
really,
did.
He doesn't really need it.
It's all good. I'm not gonna take it personally or anything.
No, you should definitely take it personally. It was a slant against you
Just
on purpose.
So
remember that.
as soon as I finished the blessing, I was like, "Oh shit! I think I missed one."
Wonderful. All right. Then that takes us to Karen.
Ooh, okay. In the same turn, would I be able to grab Brynna and pull her back and also attack?
You wouldn't necessarily be able to move her. Well, yeah. Why not? Yes.
Okay.
The problem is, I guess, that you're not really able to save her from another attack opportunity by doing that.
Okay.
But you already protected her, so I mean, there's that going.
I do want more of a clear sight at this skeleton motherfucker.
Yeah.
So, okay. Do I need to do anything special or do I just do it?
No, I would say just go for
Okay.
it. So
So
you're gonna pull her back.
Yeah, so I'll grab her by the arm and pull her back so that she's, right there is what I was thinking.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna move up to where...
Oh, you're trying to trade places with her.
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't actually leave the threatened area of that other guy then.
No, because I want to attack him.
Okay.
So I think I'd like to do Eldritch Blast. So I gotta do one of these. Okay, 11. And then plus... What do I have to roll for being blessed? What is that?
A D4. So that's like the little pyramid.
4. Let's go get it.
It's a tree.
3? Is that right?
I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay.
It is the 3 at the bottom.
Okay, so that's 14.
So now you're up to 14.
And then D10 for the damage, right?
The damage is on there, but you actually have an attack modifier that you add as well.
Oh shit. Okay. So that's 13 plus 5, so that's numbers 18?
Yeah. 19, I believe.
Oh.
Because you have 14 plus 5.
Oh, 14. Oh shit, you're right.
Okay.
Okay.
So now 1d10 plus 3.
Okay.
Because you definitely hit.
Okay. That's a thing. So 6?
Okay. So here's how it plays out. This thing is already on Brynna. You grab her and pull her back, causing her to get attacked. He does manage, even though there's this powerful energy you've put between her and him, manages to push through again this time. So he wounds her again. A very minor wound, thankfully for you guys. Just does a little bit of more digging in as she gets pulled away. And then you step in and you blast for 6 damage. Not quite damaging him enough to drop him, but making a considerable hole in his chest. On top of some of the other damage he's had before.
I'll take it.
All right, and that covers your turn. She's not ready to give up, so if you've got that one, she's going to move in to get your back, and she swings on this other zombie here, and will hit. She cracks into its jaw and knocks some teeth across the floor. Then that brings us to the zombies. So that one is on her. It's going to swing on her. She has protection from evil. It misses. This one next to Sant swings on you, Sant. Definitely hits.
Oh.
Sorry, buddy. So 6 points of damage from that. That's a strong hit.
It's probably the hammer.
So that's probably it, like, actually grabbing a hold of you and starting to bite at your face. It has latched into your cheekbone and
not my face. I'm so goddamn beautiful.
Oh, you used to be.
You're a fucking dick.
I mean,
Hey,
it is
you're
literally
blessed. I'm not. I don't even want to hear it.
Rotten ancient teeth into your face.
I'm kind of sad about this now. I kind of want to go home.
Well, that is sort of what we're doing.
And then the last one there is going to attack Karen now that she's traded places. And I believe will hit. Let's look at your armor class, Karen. It's going to be close. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely hits. So hitting the Warlock for 4 points of damage. Maybe you've blasted it. You got that claw mark down your arm from before. It reaches in and just kind of grabs your throat, doing that same just incredible undead strength squeezing attack that it does. Its thumb is just kind of pushing into flesh, and you can feel your skin splitting there. And
Ow.
the remaining zombies continue beating their heads against the wall. The Unraveler will come. The Unraveler will come.
That's kind of kinky.
I mean, whatever.
Santa's
they're
up.
into, you know.
All right, I'm going to take my hammer, and I'm going to hit that skeleton right in the head. As hard as I humanly can. Or
gnomely.
Well, gnomely can.
Normally can.
Where is my thing? Oh, there it is.
So this hammer's a little big for you, but gnomes are they are known for their hammer skills, to be honest.
We are indeed gnome for our hammer skills.
Gnome for it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. All right, so I got an 18.
-1.
-1.
You can still roll a d4 if that
Where is-
actually matters.
Where's my thing? I thought I had something here too.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You'll definitely hit regardless because you have other bonuses that you add in. But you can roll your d4 just so you know what your totals are.
D4.
You hit, so you get to roll 1d8. I guess you would roll your dexterity as your damage modifier in this case. So 1d8 plus 3. However, as you swing this hammer on a evil undead being, it also begins to illuminate a little bit, and you get an extra +1 damage.
Fucking knew it. Alright, so where is my D8? Oh, here it is. I think this is my D8, right? The little diamond one.
I think that's a D10.
No, that's a D10.
That's a D10. What kind of...
This one's a D8.
What kind of sorcery is this geometry?
Seriously. Oh, yeah. Well,
Hell is that shape?
Geometry is bullshit.
Teach me about that in the
you
3rd
ready?
grade.
Ready.
What up?
Hey.
Holy
Damn.
shit. That's perfect as fuck. Because it's
Going to
that
bed.
plus 4. So that is enough to destroy this thing's head. Please describe.
I wheel back and I swing with every ounce of anger that I have from my beautiful bleeding face. And I say, it's time to go to bed. And then as I make contact with its soft, mushy, gross skull, it explodes into just a fountain of gristle and brain and matted hair, and it's everywhere. The chicken's getting covered, I'm covered, it's in my teeth, I'm just smiling, and I say, that felt pretty good. That felt nice.
Nice. So the skeleton drops.
Yes, he does.
And you are still surrounded by these zombies, but many of them are killing themselves, and you only have the 2 remaining that actually are in play. I'm going to take this hammer off the board, actually, because you are holding it.
Okay.
You wield the hammer, the golden hammer.
Meanwhile, I'm flashing gang signs at the other ones. So
You have to go night
What
night.
kind of gnome gang signs are there?
it's the D, dude. You take your hand and you cup the other hand around it and it makes a D. And you just look at them, you just glare. You gotta mean dog them. There you go.
Mean dog 'em.
Like it's
All right. As that one is destroyed, the others continue smashing their heads into the wall. And Kenny, you are up. You can see that they are about to drop.
Okay.
We have 2 remaining who are in play in active engagement.
Alright, one thing I forgot to mention about the bless is it lasts only 1 turn. So the feather flew back to where they unplug on my body.
Okay. I thought it lasted longer than that, actually. Is it just one roll?
It says 1 minute, so it should be 1 turn, is it?
No. That would be 10 turns.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So the feather, keep your feathers.
Oh, okay. Then the feathers goes back.
Fly right back again.
It's okay. I have spares. Let's see. 1, 2. Do I move? Can I move diagonal? Oh, it doesn't really
Yes.
matter. I'm gonna move.
It doesn't really matter. No,
Yeah.
you'll be fine.
I should be. Oh, I should be in range. Oh, whoa.
I think it matters. Oh, God.
Okay.
He's gone to the upside down.
Okay. Alright. So I'll try to run behind these 2.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast Shillelagh and try to do.
You've already got Shillelagh. It lasts
Oh.
for the encounter, so you're fine.
Okay, right. So I'm just gonna try to do a cleaving swing to try to hit both of them. Is that possible?
Do you... only if you have a specific thing on your sheet that allows you to do that,
Oh,
unfortunately.
okay. So I can only do 1
So-
hit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, get good.
as you say
Getting
that to a fucking chicken.
Let's see. What can help me? No, nothing can help me at the moment. Alright, I'm just gonna do it. Nothing can help me. I'm just gonna do a normal hits on one of them. Let's see. I'll pick the one in front of the princess.
Okay.
Right. D20 right here. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's a 9. 9 plus.
Did you actually roll it?
Yeah, I actually rolled it. Sorry, I forgot to mention. It's right here. 9 plus 2, I think.
So 11. And no other bonuses right now. That is not quite going to cut it.
Oh, sorry. Is it Shillelagh attack bonuses?
It's you're rolling the Shillelagh attack bonus. Yeah. So whatever it says. next
it's a
to
plus
Shillelagh.
4, so it's a 13.
That will do it.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll a D8.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a 2. 2 plus 2, that's 4.
Okay. So that one has been hit a little bit by her. So you brought it up. Some green energy breaking out the back of its head when you hit with a shillelagh. It's good stuff. And Hobie, you're up.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna keep moving. As close to that.
Your zombies in the fire are crispy now, by the way.
Yeah, that's just the way I like my zombies. I'm gonna see if I can toss a firebolt at this dude right here.
Okay. Yep.
So that's range spell attack. I guess. I get this over here. Okay, good. So that'd be what, 23?
Yeah, definite hit.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah. Let's see if we can find a D10 here. So it's D10 damage. That is a 10, right?
Yes.
I believe so. Yes.
Okay, so that's
a full 9
damage.
And which one of those was it again? I'm sorry.
That was this guy here.
Oh, the one in between.
Oh God, I screwed it up. Oh, no. I killed him, right? Is he dead? Is he dead?
He is dead, in fact. Yes.
Yes!
I think that's how it goes. Yeah, that's how it rolls out. He just shot him and he did a
Super
cut
on
roll.
purpose.
Yeah.
He ragdolled.
Yep.
You blast him. His physics breaks. He jumps up 5 feet in the air and then flips out and spins around a lot.
Spazzing, like halfway clipped into the floor below.
Spins on his head like a top.
Man, I hate it when I break reality.
I mean, isn't that what you do like constantly as a wizard?
Oh, every day, man. Every day.
You burn a hole through his chest and it engulfs him in flames and he drops crispy and dead just like your others. That will finish him off. And Karen.
Oh shit. Oh no, what do I do?
Yeah, basically just, set the bar pretty high. No pressure.
There's only one that remains to be a threat, Karen.
So I'm gonna sidle over. Can I hang out in this square? Can we just assume I'm in that square, even though this guy's pillars in my fucking way? All right.
Yeah. I mean, you also have a ranged attack, so you could just shoot over Sant's head.
Oh, could I? Oh, he's a gnome. He's short. He's short. Of course I could shoot over him. All right, cool. I feel better about that.
Be careful, because my head is precious to me.
Okay, well, just duck down, you dumb idiot. Okay.
I can't get much lower. I'm a fucking
Kill the
gnome.
zombie, but you'll hurt his feelings.
Isn't the ball sack on top of his head too?
Oh shit.
No, I still got that.
Yeah, store that in your jacket.
It's not on my head. It's
store that in your jacket,
as
buddy.
its own pouch.
Oh.
All right, just be safe. I'll hang out over here. There.
Good thinking.
Okay, so, gosh, I've used my 2 spells, haven't I? I sure have. Okay. Yeah, let's just do Eldritch Blast again. Let's do that. Towards this guy, obviously. Hit. 15. I still have Blessed, is that right? 10 turns?
Yes.
Okay,
So.
that's cool. I'll take it. So that's +3, so that's 18.
Definite hit.
Okay, cool. And then damage. Oh god, giggity! It's only 2.
So, you knock his ear off.
+3.
Okay.
So 5. Yeah.
That's a good ear, like maybe chunk of his face. Blast it away.
Cool.
Just didn't quite get the headshot you were aiming for, so he didn't drop.
Well,
but
shucks.
Definite damage there.
I was just about to remark on how scary it was because we were all rolling really well. So I'm glad I didn't say that. I knew it had to end.
I turned my head very slowly to Karina, and it's just poker face, just emotionless, and I just slowly shake my head.
Hey.
Sant is loving living in a world with no consequence. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I got an open mouth smile from him. Okay, so
Yeah.
Brynna, not to be to be left out of combat here, showing her true dwarven warriorness. She runs up and throws her hammer, swings her hammer into the back of the zombie who is already beating its head against the wall over here, and does minimal damage. So you hear some bones crack in addition to his head crunching, and she'll just continue working on that. That leaves us with the last zombies. In fact, the first of them, who is beating his head, manages to drop himself, just smashes his face in, and the last limping arms twitch and he hangs there with his head stuck against the wall as the others do the same.
Ew.
The others begin to do the same.
You guys
drive towards the same goal.
definitely
That's what I mean.
Gonna have to fumigate this place once we clear it out.
Sant, you are back up with. Oh, I'm sorry. That zombie needs to attack you. Sorry.
No, I mean we can skip that. if you
Yeah,
want.
it's fine. You can continue to forget
Well, you're
that.
lucky enough that it misses this
Yeah.
time, so it's effectively as if we had skipped it.
Nice.
It swings over your head, misses, you duck under. Now it's your turn to retaliate, Sant.
Okay. I'm gonna take the hammer and I'm gonna hit him again in the head.
All right.
Or actually, this time in the chest. I want him
Okay.
to feel bad for what he did.
I want his heart to hurt.
Fucking
Yes. That's how Sant
16.
processes it.
Yeah.
Alright, so I got 16.
Nice, definite hit.
Okay. And then
D8 plus 4.
Ooh.
7. That's 11. Oh, dude.
Yeah. That will finish this one off too. So right in the chest, you just hear a sucking sound as everything caves in and it wails out and it tries to speak one last time and it says, "The hammer," and dies limping over your swing.
At this point, I'm basically doing like hammer time shuffle with the hammer over my head, just pumping it.
It's called the Chinese typewriter, sir.
The Chinese typewriter. That is what I'm doing.
Nice. So that's another one biting the dust, so to speak, and the rest are beating their heads against the walls. Anyone have any final actions before I describe the remainder of them killing themselves?
I'm gonna come over to Hobie and then just touch him to use my guidance on him. Because it's also kind of like a blessed by I have to touch him. So I'm just gonna run over and I got you.
Just so you aren't left out.
Yeah.
Aww.
This is all over, but just so you know.
I was gonna make so many sassy jokes about your religion too. I'm feeling retroactively terrible now.
Proactively terrible. You didn't actually do it.
Proactively terrible, I guess. Yeah. I was gonna say like following the guidance of like cheek filet or something.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I can't even believe
Are
you were
you
this
fucking
nice.
serious right now?
Chick-fil-A.
You're gonna pull that shit?
Chick-fil-A is actually one of the apostles' name.
Dude, I am gonna let you preach to me after this, since you've
Next
been
to
so nice.
one of the three apostles next to Nando's and the
Popeye's
other one
fried
I forgot.
chicken.
Sanders.
Amazing.
God damn it.
Okay, so then in that case, if no one has any other actions, these zombies beat themselves to death. With a little guidance, a little assistance from Brynna on this one in particular that she's working on, they managed to break their skulls, crying out that the sacrifice must be completed. There is no other way. They have failed the world. The world is doomed.
I mean, I struggle with anxiety too, man, but come on.
I mean, the election wasn't that bad.
Oh my god.
Of course. Of course, someone had to bring it up.
Nick, you are so done.
We'll fix it in post.
There are...
Erection. Wasn't that bad, guys. Come on.
I am sure that I have like 10 clips of Sant saying that throughout this gameplay. So it's not even a problem to find him saying erection. All right, the room is still as the last zombie destroys itself. Corpses littered throughout the room.
So can we talk for a minute?
Yeah, I agree.
About that whole sacrifice thing? That's concerning. That's concerning.
Yo,
I don't care. I got a
Brynna
hammer
nods
out of it.
along and says, I don't know what was happening here, but I feel like we've become part of something dark.
Yeah, you being the princess and all, you're probably like prime real estate for this whole sacrifice. So
What do you
if
mean?
you don't mind keeping your blood in your body for the rest of this journey.
You feel a rumbling under the
No.
floor.
Burritos. Well, it was her blood that opened the door, right? So I'm feeling like you probably have some weird connection to this place. Whether or not it's one that you're aware of is, still up in the air, but...
I had no knowledge of this place other than that we uncovered its existence. I don't know what it was used for.
And I pipe up.
The rumbling
quick.
is growing louder and stronger underneath your feet.
Yeah, maybe
Quick,
we should not
rub-
stay in this room
Yeah.
anymore.
Yep, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
But quick, rub your bloody body over everything now.
That's okay. That's one thing that could happen, you know, or we could not do that.
There is a considerable amount of her blood on the floor.
Okay, we should leave now.
Yeah, we should go. We should go. I'm feeling like this room is not all that great. Too many dead bodies here.
Open sesame.
Scientifico, you're the first one to make it to that door, and you try to push, but there is no budge.
Okay, well, this is a problem.
Hey,
Stand back, guys. I'm gonna do a wizard. And then I shoot another firebolt at the door.
When your bolt hits, the room begins to tremble, as if
Never
your
mind.
magic has caused a catastrophic wave of energy to roll through this place.
Oh dear God.
Rocks are bouncing off the floor from it vibrating so hard. And at the door itself, a sigil appears in the flame, sort of a magically hidden symbol that is illuminated by it. It is a symbol that matches exactly what you've seen in the book in the previous room. It is
I
some
told
kind
you.
of warding glyph.
Brenna, do you
told
want to
you.
come bleed on this door real quick?
I thought I wasn't supposed to bleed on things.
Well, just try it, you know. I mean, this room is kind of doing a bit of an upheaval right now, so I'm open to suggestions.
The rumbling is growing
Nice.
so loud and so intense, and the floor is beginning to crack. She runs up and she takes her hand to her throat where she has been bitten, and she pushes it to the door and rubs down, and now there's just a blood stain on the door, and nothing happens. Nothing changes
Oh,
there.
crap.
okay, in the meantime, hey, Gnome, you still have the hammer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can I take a look at it? Nick, can I examine it, like, with religion or something?
Wait, you have to say please.
Please?
Yeah, absolutely, dude. No problem.
Okay,
You didn't have to
cool.
You go to take the hammer, he's going to hand it off to you. Before you make contact with it, the rumbling stops.
Oh, well.
And then the floor bursts.
Oh, God.
Oh dear God.
A creature erupts from the ground, which appears to be made of strips of living shadow. Imagine if you could take the blackest cloth in existence and form it into some kind of living animated structure. It is just a hanging, terrible shade with these wisps of fabric coming off of it at all times that seem to disintegrate as they move through the air. And it seems to distort light around it, almost like it's removing color from the floor, from the corpses. The blood of the niece of the king there has lost its red sheen and is now a dark gray. And it speaks in what may be many voices trapped within this thing. And it tells you, it announces itself,
I am here to unravel.
We've summoned someone's deviant art, OC. This is an issue.
Tell me, what is DeviantArt?
It's another high elven thing. You probably wouldn't understand. It's pretty underground.
Sounds pretty racist to me.
it starts to float very, very slowly towards you. She is banging on the door. I'm bleeding on it. It's not doing anything.
Bleed on it more. Come on.
All right, well, in that case, you may want to keep all the blood that you can in your body. That is a concern for all of us now, not just you.
Contradicting herself, she noticed. Some of you may notice. Actually, you know what? Make a spot check for him. That's even better.
Like perception?
I'm sorry. Yes, I'm mixing my additions. Yes.
Oh, I was about to ask whether I can make a perception check.
Yeah. Perception is the time.
Let's see.
I suppose that probably would have been an intelligent thing to do, kind of off the top here. But
I got a 9.
and again, I've never been accused of being intelligent.
Oh.
I got an 18.
Okay, you're gonna get it.
Shit,
I got
I
an
got a
8.
4.
It looks like
Say
most
that.
everyone is reasonably panicked in this moment and doesn't quite notice that as she's banging on the door before, there was no budge, there was no give at all. Now, the door actually parts a little bit, but it seems like something has barricaded behind it. She's not making any progress because there's something blocking the door from the other side now, as opposed to a magical shield holding it in place.
Oh shit, we
Quick.
should all push.
Bleed on the other side of the door.
I would say more a physical barrier, like you're hitting something there.
Can I tell if it's particularly large or heavy from the side?
She's banging on the door. She's a dwarf. They're a little tougher than normal people. She's not making any progress.
Let's all push on it.
Yeah, we could collectively push.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
you could definitely do that.
Can I summon a mage hand on the other side of the door and try and remove any obstructions, or is that something I have to be able to see?
I would think you'd have to see it.
Okay.
So this creature just very slowly is floating your way, dissolving all color around it, and you are all gathering up on the door. Amazing.
All right, guys, I'm gonna throw one last Hail Mary here. I'm gonna grease right in front of the
Yeah, do it.
It is floating over the floor.
Never mind. I instantly take back that decision.
Can you throw grease on it?
I don't know that would do much good. He might get a little sexier, but I don't think that's gonna do
that
us
nice
like, much
sheen.
good. Yeah, that's a different side of deviant.
Everyone is going to roll your strength checks.
All right, let's do it.
You're all collectively pushing on this door.
Oh my god, that's a horrible
Yeah.
roll for me.
18.
A 9.
I got a
18.
1.
All right, so Karen is leading this. She's got her shoulder into it. She's pushing as hard as she can. The dwarf is helping as well, actually. None of you are collectively strong enough, however. There's even with Karen's mighty strength doing a great job. I would actually give you so much as to say you've pushed the doors a little bit. And you can see there is a barricade of piled old wooden crates, some broken beds. In fact, you can peek into the room a little bit and see that there are other beds there in play. I will remove the fog of war there.
Hobie, do you
can
want
see-
to set things on fire, maybe?
Yeah, this feels like. Well, I don't know. I mean, last time I did that, it sort of broke reality and summoned a shade. So is that like?
So he's getting real close. Maybe set things on fire, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna
Just
start
do
setting
it.
things on fire.
Okay. You
I don't
you
like the way you
ignite
said okay there. Hang
the
on.
pile of boxes. Fire takes a while to build. Is anyone else doing anything while he does that?
Does my thaumaturgy help since fire builds up?
You could try to increase the fire, a little bit. Maybe fan the flames as opposed to just causing another candle-like flame.
I guess I.
How flammable was that grease earlier?
Very. The grease exploded into flame. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna grease right through the door then.
All right. Well, you cast one spell already, so let's find out if anyone else is doing anything before you do another.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if my hammer has any kind of effect on him. I'm gonna kind of like swing at it, like threateningly, like not like actually attack him, just be like, "Ha! Look what I got!" I'm gonna see if he like is kind of unweary about it.
He
weird.
maybe raises an arm for a moment, then looms over you and says,
You know not what you wield.
I know it's a big ass hammer.
anyone else?
That's about all I can do.
Ah, it's on the chicken.
Nice
He's
dramatic
literally
tension here
tripping
as he
over us
falls
now.
over. Which one of you is going to get it?
Oh, God.
He takes an arm, backhanding through the air, swings it at the chicken, just like a dismissive, get you out of my way kind of attack. He nails you. Hits you harder than you've ever been hit before, Kenny.
I feel so.
Feathers erupt. Your feeling is not only the physical impact of being hit with what might have as well been a tree branch, but a deeper, more soul-tearing attack as well. And you fly back, hitting the wall from his hit.
Chicken buddy.
He just bitch slapped our cock.
You take 11 points of damage,
Holy shit.
and you hit the wall, dizzied.
I'm just gonna scream at my teammates like, guys, don't get hit, that hurts a lot.
Okay.
It's a
Thanks for the advice.
Thank
while
you.
I'm flying across the room, I'm just gonna scream that. Don't get hit.
that swing, that hit, was effortless for this thing.
Oh boy.
It brushed you off and did that. Now you have your actions.
Shoot. All right, who's up for action now?
Yeah, I mean, I could try the grease on the other side of the door, but I mean that's kind of we may not be able to close the door again afterwards, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right.
And it may take a while to build.
We need to push. We need to push more.
On a hot door.
Why do you have to ignite everything?
It's what I do. I'm hot, man. I can't help it. I get turned up at all times.
Can I take a swing at this thing with the hammer?
Yes, you may. You have an action.
This is gonna get me fucking killed. All right.
It's either gonna be an awesome story or you're gonna
18.
die.
All right, so I guess I hit it, right?
What'd you roll?
An 18.
Yeah, so you're adding all of your bonuses to that, of course, but yes, you do hit. I can tell you will get there.
3.
The hammer hums as it swings through the air, and as it cuts through the space that I've mentioned where everything around this loses color, even your hands start to turn gray and almost dead looking. The hammer remains brilliantly gold. But when it hits, you might as well have been using a pickle. It doesn't damage this thing.
God damn it.
You should have tried a cube.
But it doesn't get hurt by this thing either. It doesn't lose its energy the way that other things seem to be.
Does it just...
Your hands feel cold, tingly, like they've been, like you've sat on them, I guess, but there's something, like your blood isn't flowing to your fingertips. Something is wrong until you pull back away, and then it recovers. You resume.
This is really, really bad. You just thought you guys should know that.
So I guess the rest of us are, what are we, just still pushing on the door?
I'm asking you.
Yeah, no, I'm still pushing on the door.
All right, the rest of you make strength check. Well, you, Hobie, you make a strength check. Is anyone else doing anything?
Let's see.
Brynna will take your lead and follow with strength check.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I got
I'll do the same.
a whopping 9.
Okay.
I have a 16.
Nice. With Brenna's 19, your 16, your previous 18, you and also burning things. You're taking in a lot of smoke. You're coughing through it, but you manage to push the door open just enough that you can now climb over that flaming pile if you choose.
I'm helping.
Why
Are
do
you
guys
going?
do all this? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I
worth it.
think.
Well, this would be for the 3 of them at this point.
Yeah, I'm skedaddling through that door. I'm not hanging around
Yeah,
here.
I think I might
Alright.
do the same.
Brenna will
Alright, guys.
follow you guys.
See you later.
You each take 3 points of fire damage as you climb through broken boxes. You're stepping on them, they're breaking. Flames are going up your legs, and you are breathing in smoke, but you manage to get through.
Things look bad, guys, but it was totally the fire that helped. Just so you know. That was...
I mean, it definitely loosened the boxes. It made that easier to break through.
See, I'm sticking to my guns that was a solid decision.
On the, actually, everyone on, well, the 2 of you on that side. Why did this get pulled over? Make perception checks.
Okay.
And now we go to the creature. Oh, Sant, you actually are, you're so lucky for being small.
Oh, thank God.
It reaches for you with the hammer, and it just kind of tries to do just like, imagine if you had like an ant on your desk and you were going to slap your hand down to crush it. That's what it's trying to do. It hits the stone instead, missing you, and you watch stonework dissolve and crumble underneath this thing.
Oh my.
I make a little peep. Like,
You live for now. What do you do?
I climbed through that fire. Fire
All
is
right.
way better than death
It's not
thing.
as hot as it looks.
2 points for Sant. You guys broke up the boxes a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Kenny.
Is it,
Magok.
is it, is it possible I slip through him and jump over the crate and all those things?
If you run down the wall, yes, you can do that. And yes, you can make a jump check right at the door if you'd like.
Jump check. D20?
Yep.
14.
All right. Or I'm sorry, I use the wrong titles for things a lot of times. What I meant was, I guess, like an acrobatics or an athletics. Either one of those would be fine.
Acrobatics.
So it looks
yeah.
like you have acrobatics. So you get a 16 in fact.
16, yes.
Yeah. So yes, you can leap over the flames and kind of do that like chicken flutter where you can't really fly, but you can slow your descent. And you land on the other side. What were my perception checks for the people on the other side?
I got a 17.
17, Hobie, you notice the other side of the door has the sigil on either door there has the sigil on it. But it is open at the moment.
Oh. I wonder if this the sigil was worded for him.
The creature steps forward, very slowly lowering its head to peer through the door and gazing at you with no face, just these strips of fabric, and yet you know it's looking directly at each of you.
Brynna, maybe you should bleed on that sigil again.
What do you... It didn't do anything before.
Well, maybe it will this time. Just go rub your face on it.
Is this thing making any effort to get through the door, or is it just looking?
At the moment, it's just looking. It seems to be
Okay.
taking a very slow, almost nonchalant approach to everything in this fight thus far.
Would I...
Now, the fog of war is kind of cut off the other side of the room here. Is there another way out of here?
Yes, there is, in
Okay.
fact. There are 2 doors. Let's see if I can fix that. Sorry, that painted over. I would have to make a new zone. Let's do that.
Yeah, 0 out of 10 Dungeons & Dragons experience. This is just
I
this
know.
is ridiculous.
I'll never do it again.
Yeah, gosh.
Oh wow.
Can you see
no.
a door there now?
I can't see a door.
No.
Oh, no. I'm going to ruin everything.
Totally leaving a negative review on you. This is just
Yes.
the worst.
Okay,
We
so...
we can pause while you try to set up the fog of war again.
It's all right. I'm just going to go for it.
We hit-
Now what do
we
you
hit
see? What do your
blindness.
Oh, I see.
player
Okay,
eyes
so I see
see?
doors.
I see 2
Yeah.
doors and a large, what appears to be a sculpture in another
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. Just ignore that for right
Okay.
now.
room. Okay, the imagination.
How have I now? Now how does it look?
Okay, yeah, that's good.
I can see the doors. I can't see the walls, but I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh wait.
Okay, you know there are doors there. You're in
Yes.
some kind of bunk room as well, obviously, with all these beds. It looks like there's some footlockers there, and it looks like a lot of shit has been piled up against this door. Somebody wanted to barricade this, it looks like, but also it has become kind of a trash heap. There's old food that is rotten in those boxes that you're now, cooking, and there's what may be feces, some other refuse
Oh no.
mixed in as well.
Well,
So
I guess
you've told the
that's,
dwarf to check to try the door. She's shaking her head. She's saying it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Okay. Mr. Gnome, sir, would I be able to take a gander at the hammer real quick and do a religion check, maybe?
Yeah, go ahead. Here's the hammer.
Okay.
Is what I would have said if you said please.
God, I called you sir
kidding, I'm
and everything.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You could have it.
manners are very important to
Whoa.
gnomes.
I got a 20.
Holy shit.
Plus,
Well, bust out the encyclopedia.
plus 5. 25.
Okay.
Wow.
25 will tell you right off the bat that this relic seems very oddly out of place with the creature that was wielding it originally. This is a weapon of good. This is a dwarven relic dedicated to not only the dwarven god Moradin, but to the cause of good and light. It also will tell you that this kind of craftsmanship, this kind of work, is never put into something lightly. And what you know about the weapon is that it kind of has a sort of magical effect that gave, when Sant was swinging it, he had +1 damage, but there's something deeper to this as well. It's more than a simple magicking. Even a simple magicking is someone's life work potentially, but dwarves live much longer, and so a dwarf's life work goes way beyond that.
Okay.
There's powerful dwarven magic in this weapon, but you don't know exactly what.
Okay. Tell everybody the short version of that and suggest that the hammer be wielded by Brynna.
Okay. Does anyone have any other actions? Brynna didn't go. You did that. Sant and Hobie. Anything? And Kenny.
The door is open. Is it? Can I just try to make it shut with thaumaturgy? Try to slow down the boss or something? That monster.
You could definitely try to shut the door with thaumaturgy, yes.
The boss. Sorry, because it's huge and big, so I just call it boss.
No, that's totally applicable.
Yeah, I agree.
He seems pretty bossy.
I'm gonna take over your description for a moment and say that you flap your wings at the door,
Yep.
and you create a powerful gust, because that's one of the things thaumaturgy can do, is that, if you needed to create wind in your hair or whatever, you create a powerful gust, and it slams the door shut just as this thing is looming and about to peer its head through, and when the door slams, the sigil completes and glows, and then you hear a hit that should be, if something was launched from a trebuchet and crashed into a castle wall and would have broken through the wall. That's the power of the hit, but the door holds and the sigil illuminates.
Holy shit. Good job, chicken buddy.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah, that was probably a good call in retrospect.
It happens again. The door
man.
slams, the wall trembles, the sigil illuminates and flickers.
God.
Okay, I think it's time to go, guys.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Before we nope on out of this situation, can I just take one last look at that sigil? I want to get a good idea of like all the features so that hopefully I can reproduce it in the future.
Now I believe, and I know we're doing 2 sessions apart, or not two. We're in 2 separate sessions here, but
right.
I believe you did some of that previously. Yes, at the book.
Yes. Yeah, I was looking at the book.
You have this sigil from that book.
Okay.
What was your result at that time, though? Did you? I believe you didn't. You didn't memorize it in the sense you could recreate it. That was the idea,
you could write it down
okay.
if you wanted to.
Yeah. So you could recreate this sigil now if you needed to, not just like on a whim, not like, it would take you a minute, right? But you can do it.
Right. Cool. Okay. I guess with that being acknowledged, I want to head towards the other end of the room.
Okay.
And examine these doors. Do they look like they're barricaded? Are they locked?
They're not. The door to your left is a simple set of wooden doors. There's no sigil on them. There's nothing special about them, and they are not locked. However, the door to the door directly ahead, you're shocked and surprised to notice you're hearing music and laughter.
Oh.
And what seems to be completely oblivious nature to what is going on in this room with your lives being threatened by a giant monstrosity. Something beyond that door is having a very good time.
That is immediately more interesting than, the eldritch abominations hanging out on the other end of the room. So I think I'm gonna favor the fun door.
Okay.
I don't know, I feel like that
as
might
you
be
reach for the
that.
fun door to push it open, we are gonna end our episode here and find out what's there next time on Instant Roleplay Live.
Oh, I'm making horrible decisions here.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. Please go support our wonderful players. We have Hobie, Karanabob, Santifico, and Kenny D. Bacon. Each of them has YouTube channels. You can find their stuff there. And make this a critical success by going and telling your friends to check it out. Share it on Facebook, Twitter, whatever. And keep with us for the next episode. Bye, everybody.